nature. And that animals roam freely here. So yes, this is Africa, but not as they see it, rather as we know it. TIA, you'll hear them say Africa's a dark, dark continent.
So dark.
We agree. They say we're always shooting each other. Of course. They say kids are hungry.
Sikhuleka nalolu hlelo maswahla mahle Kusile breakfast show on a bright and beautiful Wednesday morning. It's the 1st of June 2016. Sikhathi ke sithi nyalo alishumi nakuthathu lasele kucwale insimbi yesiphohlongo lasalubeka phasi khona luhlelo kodwa singeke silubeke phasi nalihlelo nalo singakakhulumi maswahla mahle ngendzaba yemali. Ngubani lokayifuni imali bathi imphanze yesono kodwa sonke siyayifuna. Maswahla mahle kulesikhathi lesi ngifuna kunethulela imillionaire yelive leNingizimu Afrika ngibona unikini inhloko utangitshela ukuthi uyingiyo indvele imillionaire ligama lakhe nguZillionaire waka Manzi.
Yeah.
Good morning Manzi, good morning and welcome to the show.
Oh yeah, good morning.
Yeah.
People of Swaziland.
People of Swaziland, how are you finding Swaziland so far?
It's beautiful.
Okay.
The men, they look handsome. The ladies, they look beautiful.
Oh, okay.
The place looks amazing. It's just, there's one thing that I like. Swaziland, it doesn't change to or I change it to other people's cultures. It remains on its own. People who are still wearing proudly in in town, you know, it makes me think of England. England doesn't change. England so that's what you should do. Even me as a person, I like to be who I am. I don't like to be changed by other people.
Right.
Yeah. So Zillionaire Manzi. Okay, I'm an owner of a company called the Zillionaire Group.
Yeah.
Okay. So the Zillionaire Group, we actually own 11 different companies.
Yeah.
Okay, as a whole.
Okay. Ngifuna siqale with the business aspect of things wena Manzi. Ngifuna siqale mhlawumbe ngekuthi ungubani wena. Introduce yourself to us. Sikwadi bese sesiyabona ke ukuthi uqhamukaphi lokusofike la.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Mina, I grew up at Durban. Okay. Yes. In 1993 I was born at Clinic 200.
193.
Yes. I'm turning 23 on Friday. So then what happened, and then so when I moved with my parents. I moved to that's where I grew up, and I was actually, you know, raised by my mom. You know, I'm proud. I love my mom. That's me.
Okay.
And so I studied in different. I kept on moving from a school to another school. So. Primary, I went to called Sipo City Primary. Then I moved, and after that I went to college to learn engineering, but I got bored. It is like the FT college kind of thing. Then I went back to school again to study for matric. Okay. But I ended up not finishing my matric. I left my matric before my final exam. Okay. Reason being because of family situation. Okay. So I had to, you know something, you know, as a child you look at things, for example, how things are going at home. And I wonder your mom, parents like our mom, they don't tell us if they're suffering. But you as a child, you're able to see it. Because when I'm seeing my mom, I to buy food from the neighbors. Then I was like, no, I had to do something. Okay. Then I left matric, then I went to then I became an admin for a construction company. Okay. Where I did well, then I got promoted. I promoted to HR, where I was hiring people. Then I got promoted to finance, where I was financing big projects. The last one that I was doing, it was 170 million tender that I was managing at the time. Then I moved from there, then I car sales, and then I moved from Lapo call center. I moved from Lapo, you know, and I became a barman. Then I moved to Lapo, became a waiter. Then I became a restaurant manager. That was my final job. Okay. So you know what our people don't realize. I wanna do a low job like doing a tea. Because you may find out maybe first did tea for a station manager. But you're here. You have to start somewhere. You want to be somewhere. And what I want you to tell young youth in South Africa, akunendaba ukuthi uqhamuka kaphi but kuya ngokuthi ufuna ukuyaphi.
Okay.
So don't ungabuki ikusasa lakho or your future ube nokuthi awu and then mina where am I gonna end because hayi mina ngiphuma ekhayeni nje.
Yeah, mina ngifitha kuphi la.
Okay. As long as you work hard nje uzoyala ufuna ukuya khona.
Okay. Lokho ukuthi ngiyabona ukuthi impilo ikufundzisile lokunyenti Manzi njengoba usho ukuthi usebenza restaurant wathengisa imoto kulokunye waba ngwaiter uyabona wenta timvo letinyenti. Okay. So ufika kanjani ke la khona manje so decide ukuthi yathi kuthini my life has to change for the better. Ngibe nawo onke lama positions lawo lamancane but now namhla sikhuluma million ikhona le million Manzi.
Yeah, ne. Ay ukuthi abantu azini. Ay bathanda ukwe imali ukubeka istatus esana status.
Yeah.
Because azingikutshela amalami lokube status ngimilene ngikuthi asendaba ne bank account yakho thina doesn't ukuthi what are you doing,
right?
Because what I always tell abantu ukuthi mina okay it's fine, you say you have more money, show me your money, mina I'll show you the life that I've changed.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. Tell us about forex Manzi ngoba lokukhulu kakhulu esivile ukuthi yakwenda trader forex. Uyini forex nokuthi ukusithe kanjani wena, how do you even get in there?
When you know, forex trading, I started trading for myself. We traded in terms of forex. And what you must know, forex is like one of the later businesses that I started.
Oh.
Actually,
so it's not necessarily your focal point. Because when I trade at forex, that's why maybe we were successful. Business
forex actually it's my 6th company.
Oh.
Yeah, well, so I started from number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Why did I end up going to let's study forex, teaching people how to trade? Because throughout even our company motto, you are not successful until you make others successful.
Yeah.
So I was trying to assist Abandabasha to open businesses because I wanted to be honest with you. Currently it's really failing. I won't lie, but for us to bring that value to our countries, we need to start businesses. So I kept on assisting people to start businesses. Okay. But if I know someone don't have money to start businesses, then when I saw in trading I'm making money, so let me teach them how to make money. Because I can even quote few of my students. You find they started once I've trained them. There's another guy who works at SAB. When I taught him in January, last month he resigned and he started his own business. Okay. Why? Because of the money he's making trading. That's what I always say to my students. This is what I'm teaching you. It's not to splash flashy money, but to use that money and start a business lab. So the forex trading, what we do, Lapana, it's actually the market, you have it on your computer, right?
Yeah.
Then what we do in forex trading, we trade what we trade on, it's the movement of my exchange rate. To make an example, exchange rate between $8 and rand, it's about 15 rand something. So how to make money if let's say mhlambe namhlanje ngiyavula ke i-platform yami or system yami kwi-laptop, then ngingene kwi-market and then ngibuke i-graph yami, then i-graph yami ngikhombisa ukuthi yazini le exchange rate namhlanje izosuka maybe from 15 mhlambe izonyuka, I don't know izonyuka yini, but izonyuka. Then when you can be able to it's okay yazini I'm entering la, or you say placing a trade, I'm entering.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm placing a trade. Is a new. Let's say you enter the manje, then in you get, let's say we enter manje 6. Then let's say after an hour you find the good is in you get 18 rand or 18 rand, something like that. So it means in you get ngayo imali yakho leyo siyenzile we profit.
Oh, but when uyayifaka le mali kuqala bese seyiyakunyukela ezinyukela.
No, yabona imali yakho into yenzayo because trading it's an international thing.
Yeah.
So what you do is when mongena with trading, that's why uma ngifundisa how to trade, ngize ngifaka ne company ekuyona esebenzisa i-platform or system yayo. What they do is they open an international account for wena. So when into yenzayo from i-account yakho uyatransfer lo mali to international account yakho.
Yes.
And then usuyifake lapho, then ku-system yakho uzobuyibona imali yakho lapho.
Yeah, reflect.
Yeah. So when I'm out la, I'm entering namhlanje kule opportunity ngoba ngiyabona izo new. So mo enterisha lapho. it means u-encourage vele ngayo leyo mali le lapho yabo. Then masinyuka that profit oyenzile uma usuyivala it goes back to the balance usubona okay sesengene balance ngake sinyukile because of that profit.
Yes.
Even though kuthiwa iyehla leyo value namhlanje from 15 rand to 13 you still gonna make money because ngokuthi hayi namhlanje ngiyangena ngoba ngiyabona ukuthi izokwehla. Then iyehla you make money. Ngithanda ngeforex ukuthi you make money whether iyanyuka or
iyehla. Okay. Awudliwa kudela awudliwa khona.
No, abantu badliwa yini badliwa ngokuthi they don't have the right training or the right strategy how to go about entering at this time.
Okay. Which is what you're going to be teaching people, young people especially at the George. Tell us about that.
No, today I'll be at the George Hotel. You know, I'll be training people on forex trading. I'm starting at 11 a.m.
Okay.
Yes. Eventually you have to have
11 a.m. namuhla nje nyalo ekuseni. All right. Ngifuna kwathi ukuthi lama business akho uwaqale ngale forex ngaloku trader yini ukuze ukuthi uthole mhlawumbe leyo startup capital noma wende njani ukuze uqale ama business akho?
Which is why you find it in forex that too many institutes are training abantu laphandle yabo, and they still can't. They're having sleepless nights because they are trying to understand, because in terms of forex when you're trained then there's a training fee obviously, and if most of them they charge 5 times the amount that I charge. Then they can't understand how is it possible that I'm still charging the money that I'm charging on training people, which is 3.5. How is it possible? Because I wonder if you want to make something available to people, you must make it affordable. Understand? And a reason why to show Guti, I'm not hungry in terms of saying I want people's money for me to be rich. No. So all of them, some of them I started them without making money, or some of them I started without having money. For example, some of them are fun because I was also in the truck business, but in because just quick money. So in truck business, this is how I was doing it. For example, I knew a guy who has a contract for trucks, for example. Then also told me now, I need, let's say 5 trucks. Then each truck I'm gonna pay, let's say 80,000. Okay. Roughly, each truck, yes. So I'm gonna go to the owners of trucks that I know. Okay, I have a contract. Okay. The truck is gonna pay you 50,000. Okay. You see, so I'm making 30,000 with each truck. Okay. So eventually, man, I've made 150,000 with me. But the trick is, with that, don't make these people meet. Don't never make them. You make information or it's that's the best way as well to give people advice to start businesses. It's just by being a middleman. It's very easy. It's even like trying to start a shop. You can go to a company like Engineering Cash and Care and tell them, okay, can you please either give me this certain money? You just need to have a plan. Ube middleman bangahlangana sibonga kakhulu ukuzivakashela Manzi. Ilonjani ni le Zillionaire? Oh, ifoni. Wow. I phone. Because I appreciate the pre-orders that you have received so far, coming from countries like Nigeria, Ghana, Zimbabwe, Kenya, Zambia. You know what, Zillionaire? I say about Mr. Kulme Church, ne? Okay. Let's just say church, everyone is welcome. Yes. All right. Bring your laptop. Yeah, I did mention it to you. Did I mean? No, you didn't. I did. I even said a 3.5. Yeah. Zillionaire wakamanzi sikhuluma kakhulu ngenhlangano latabe anawo kakhulu bathi uthi ke i-training workshop ngenhlangano skola belafuna kubamba lapha ke eGeorge namuhla nje nga11 lafuna kwathi ukuthi imali ungayakha kanjani masinyane la utokhona ukuthi uthuthukisa fika eGeorge ma11 nyalo nje ekuseni sitanibona kusasa masathu namahle isale kahle.
Coming up on Turning Point International. I've seen some go to jail. I've seen some be murdered. But you know, thinking as a teenager, not me. You know, that won't happen to me. But everybody says that.
And welcome to Turning Point. Our hashtag word of the day is redemption. Tweet us at TP Zone and share your stories of redemption with us. First up, recently I sat down with a man who's restored hope and value to people through his inspirational music. He's known the world over as the Chief Commander, an African music legend that pioneered a unique sound. We talked about his musical journey and the secret to his success. Take a look.
Now, you are known as one of the household names when we're talking about the history of music, not only in Nigeria but in Africa. I mean, at least in Nigeria, when we mention musicians, three names come up. There's you, there's Sunny Ade and Fela. Where did the journey start for you musically?
I was actually influenced in music through the church. As early as a baby, I used to crawl to disturb the choir with the instrument. My mommy would pick me up and go there again. And I grew up to be a member of the choir, a member of the school band, and later on I became the school band leader. But the gift of music then was so paramount that in the school, I became a star. But when I entered the school in the morning, the shout, the fame actually started